Hi, I'm Kristy Arnett. I'm a professional poker player, and I just arrived to the Rio here in Las Vegas for the World Series of Poker, and this is the first installment of really what I hope to be a mini-series this summer of documenting what it takes and what it really looks like the nitty-gritty stuff of trying to make a dream come true. And my dream is to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. I got my start in poker actually when I was 18 years old. I started playing with all the other athletes at my school, and then I met this handsome professional poker player in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I didn't even know they existed. Tall, dark, and handsome, my mom's worst nightmare, and we fell in love. I fell in love with him and the game at the same time. I always felt like I was destined for something more. I knew I wanted to get out of the Midwest, and I was obsessed with poker. And I remember sitting in my condo in Fort Wayne, Indiana, stalking Card Player magazine, Bluff magazine, all of these amazing poker outlets on social media, and I found Card Player's MySpace page, and they had like the top 8 friends. Remember when you could like show off who your top friends were? And I stalked them all and sent them all messages and read every word of the magazine and found which names were writing which articles, and I was trying to find any way in. So I sent a message to one person at Card Player, and she sent me one back and said, come out to Vegas and let's see if we can get you an internship. We'd only been dating for a little over a year, and I told him that, look, I'm moving to Las Vegas and I want you to come with me, but if you don't, I'm still gonna go. But of course he had his own dreams of playing poker, and we packed our whole lives into one car, and we had nothing, no money, actually zero, like negative money, nothing but love in our hearts and big dreams, and we drove out to Las Vegas. And I did land that internship job, which was such a dream to me. I got to write for the magazine, and I started interviewing on camera and got to talk to the best poker players in the world. And then I moved to Poker News, where I got to travel, and it was more than I could have ever asked for. But there was always this voice inside me just wondering if I could make it as a poker player. My husband was, very successful playing. His brother, Johnny, he was a professional poker player, and I always told them, I told everybody, anybody who asked me, I'm like, I don't want to play full time. It's, not really what I want to do. Until one day, I was here. I think it was this room. I think it was right behind me, somewhere over here. It was during the main event, the $10,000 buy-in main event, the one that everybody sees on ESPN. And I was walking down the aisle looking for someone to interview, and I was angry. Like, I was super mad and frustrated, and I was like, this is, ugh. I'm like, I didn't know why I was so upset. And then I just realized that it was because I felt like I should be playing. I should be sitting at the table. And whether I was mad at myself or I was mad, there's no other person I could have been mad at. It's just, it took me 8 years to admit to myself that I wanted to see what I could do in poker. So in 2014, I left Poker News to play professionally and also pursue my other curiosities full-time. During that transition period, I was also going through a very turbulent, awful, crazy, emotional, soul-searching, earth-shattering time in my personal life. Andrew and I had been together since I was 19, and his life as a professional poker player and mine as a reporter, I was traveling a lot, and he began struggling with depression and feeling, and poker is such an isolating game. It can make you question everything that you know. And I was this person who was addicted to perfectionism and what people thought, and I was struggling with anxiety, so we were just going like this, and we reached a breaking point right during that time where we were just near the brink of divorce. And as we both fought for our marriage, it was crazy. What we found was that all of the lessons that poker had taught us through the years were what we needed to heal our marriage. Like, poker, if you let it, can teach you everything that you need to know about life and love and living a happy life, because everything good in life comes down to one thing. It comes down to risk and your relationship to it. So whether you're risking by telling someone that you love them, whether you're risking by putting out something creative, like you've made a short movie and you're showing it to people, that is taking a risk. And our ability to enjoy life along the way is if we can embrace taking risks. What would be possible if it excited you rather than paralyzed you? I mean, all these self-help gurus and motivational speakers are always like, oh, you have to get out of your comfort zone to make your dreams come true. Like, yeah, for sure, but what does that really mean? And how do we do that? What's so important though is, like, the first risk you have to take is admitting what it is that you really want. Like the big, juicy, exceptional, out of the ordinary, almost impossible goal or vision that you have. Like, what is it that you really, really, really want? Because that will set you up for a life that is better than you could ever imagine. And I am living proof of that after having gone from the brink of divorce, the worst time I've ever gone through, to a marriage that I could never have imagined what could be this good. Like, he is the man I have always dreamed of, and we're gonna start a family and, you know, buying a house. And I had to do the very same thing in poker. When I started playing professionally, I started playing cash games, and at the beginning it was like I just wanted to get by, I just wanted to make more than I made at Card Player. And that was okay, it worked for a while, but nothing changed until I said, what do I really want as a poker player? Like, what are my biggest dreams? And it took me years to just admit and realize, because here's the thing, here's the reason why nobody says what they want, or what they really want, their big dreams. People don't say it because they're afraid. They're afraid of what people will think. They're afraid of, if they say it, then people will hold them accountable. Like, they're afraid someone will hold them accountable because that puts their ass on the line. They're afraid that if they go for it and actually put 100% effort and go all in into something, and they find out that they can't do it or that they fail, then they're afraid of what that means. So sometimes it's better to just say, or safer, we think, to say, we don't really want it. I finally admitted to myself, you know what, I want to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. I spent 8 years of my life doing thousands of interviews with the best players in the world, winners after every event that I was at, hundreds of bracelet winners, and it's my turn. It's my turn. I want to win a World Series of Poker bracelet, and maybe I have to start smaller. Maybe I have to fail first or look stupid, but that's my big goal. What I hope for in this series is that you learn something about risk, and that you follow the journey of, I'm just going to bring you with me of what it is really like to go for something that feels impossible. That other people will be like, yeah, sure, maybe someday. And like what it really takes to step outside your comfort zone. So I'm so happy you're here, and let's get started. All right, we got our ticket into the first event all summer. It's a $565 buy-in. So what that means is we all the players, which are going to be like probably 20,000 in this event, we all put up the same amount of money and get the same amount of chips to start. Now, some would think, oh, so that means everybody has the same chance of winning. But because poker is a game of skill and luck, skill will always prevail over time. Meaning if you play enough tournaments, if you're better than the field, you're going to make money. And so even though like going after a World Series of Poker bracelet is kind of just like this insane dream. Like not even the best players in the world who play every single event, like Daniel Negreanu, he doesn't even give himself more than like 3 to 1 to win a bracelet in one summer. So someone like me who's playing maybe half the events he is, I have like, I don't know, maybe, who knows, like 1%, maybe less. But here's the thing I do know about taking chances and risks and going after dreams is that if you don't give yourself a shot, if you don't put your ticket in the lottery or whatever it is, guess what the chances you're gonna win or succeed? It's 0. And I did the math, so. Hey!
Hi, Kristy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you. Have a
Good to see you
summer.
too. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Oh. This is like the big kid tournament. It's a 10K and all the big pros are playing it. It's not at my level yet. I'm not there yet, but I just wanted you to see. I've interviewed probably 10% of this field multiple times. I just have to keep reminding myself that like they all were where I am at some point. Like they all couldn't buy into this tournament at some point. Got to start somewhere. Like that guy, Brian Rast, probably was broke before.
Okay. Camera guy?
Yeah.
Dang, man, look how cool she is.
I know.
Gosh, can we just
Oh, whoops, sorry.
how cool Kristy is?
Okay, guys, you gotta get used to this. Are you ready for this, Kayla? Just get ready. Get ready for this, Kayla. If you haven't checked her out, you have to. Why No Poker, Instagram. It's one of the best.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it.
That's really nice.
I love it. You're so entertaining.
Oh, dude, thanks. You know, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Try to make it fun.
Yeah,
You know?
totally.
So you're just going around and...
What are we doing? I don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing. Damn it. Purple. 453. Purple.
Okay.
453.
Good luck.
Okay, we're going over there. You ready? I'm really excited, but I got it pretty cool like I've been here before, which I have a couple times. But you know what I mean. Ooh.
This is event number 70, White B over 565 Colossus event. This tournament is a government.
Mm-hmm.